Thanks for watching Living on the Cheap and trying to figure out, because that's what I'm trying to do every day. So, something I didn't talk about yet, and I don't know if anyone's actually ever talked about it, and I thought, let's see if we can start maybe a tag and get something going. But I thought we'd talk about the things that we've said no to because it doesn't fit in our budget. Yeah, I said it. It doesn't fit. We don't do it. So I actually had to write these things down because if I don't write them down, I'll forget. But this past summer, we didn't go on any holidays. We went on one camp trip. Typically in the past, this is probably why we're broke. We would go camping every single weekend. Yeah, I said it, every single weekend. Now our cabin doesn't really count because it's stocked with food. And I do have to buy fresh food anyways if we're at home, whether we're at home or at our cabin. So I don't really call our cabin. Oh, I'm having a terrible hair day. Sorry guys. But yeah, I don't really call our cabin camping because it's got running water, running showers. There's a swimming pool. It's like resort living. So I don't really call it camping. I know some people do. We don't. We call camping when we sleep in a trailer with no hookups or with hookups, but my trailer only has cold water, a single sink, and a 3-burner stove, but we don't usually use the one inside. We usually use a camp stove outside, and we spend all our time outside. The trailer is just more or less for sleeping and changing in. We have no shower and no toilet in our trailer either. And we also do tent camping once in a while. And that's what we did this year. We did tent camping. We stayed at a friend's property, so staying there was free. We brought our groceries, which kept the cost down because where it is, groceries is a little expensive because it has to get ferried in. So we brought in our own groceries, which kept the cost down. The cost was taking the ferry, and it was a $200 trip. So for 5 days, $200. It's not the best, but we did budget for it, so that was okay. And that was the only trip that we took. So we said no to camping for any other camping. Any family camping, weekend camping, my kids wanted to go camping. No to any of those campings. Excuse me, I'm just going to look at my notes I wrote on my phone. We also said no holidays. We are into September, and this is probably the first year in a long time that we have taken absolutely no holidays. From the moment we got married to until my first was 5 years old, he was 6 years old, we would go to California every year. We stopped that for a few years and started camping. And we did local trips, like staying in BC. Those were only 5-hour trips compared to a 14-hour drive to California. And we started doing that. But then, now we're on a budget, and it doesn't fit our budget to do either or. We did last year do 2 trips in 1 year, and we paid for the trips, which, yeah. But I'm still in debt for trips in the past. That, you know, here's my credit card, take my money. Charge me forever because I can't pay for it, but I want this holiday, and I'm still paying for it. Oh, excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. Somebody pulled into my driveway and just wanted to check that out. Okay. Other things let's talk about. We did not go to any museums, no aquariums, no science world, and no theater shows. So I would call these expensive outings. Now, personally, I love to take my daughters to the aquarium. It's just so much fun. They actually have a feel and touch area where you can actually touch the sea life, which is gross to me, but the kids love it. And they also talk about the whales and what the whales eat and how they live and how they talk to each other. And in the beluga whales, right now they talk about how their brains work and how it's a sonogram. And so that they use that echo thing to hear each other. Anyways, it's really cool. This year we did not go. This is probably the first year in a long time. We also did not do the Capilano suspension bridge because it's about $20 a person. Mind you, because we're locals, we do get an annual pass for the price of a 1-day entrance, but we decided not to do that either because it wasn't in our budget and we were saving up for that one camp trip and we paid it off, so we weren't going to go into debt for anything else. We did go on a hiking trip. It was just a day hike, and we brought in sandwiches and water, and that's what we did. We didn't do any theater shows. My husband and I love to go to the theater, and we usually like to go to the smaller theaters because they're more intimate and you really get to enjoy the shows a lot more. And in the past I have bought a season's pass, which is about 5 or 6 shows for the year. We didn't do any theater shows this year. And I couldn't tell you exactly how much. I guess if I wrote it down, I didn't plan it that well. But I'd say we probably saved about $300 by not going to any of these things. $300 that would go onto my credit card, which would be charged an 18.9 or 19.9% interest rate, which I would be paying off for probably multiple years. So wanted to let you know, this is what I've said no to this summer. What have you said no to stay on budget or to not make your budget explode even more? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to tag 3 people and hopefully they get this. One is low blood sugar moment. Anyhow, the 3 people I want to tag to do this will be Prudent Joy. Love your videos, by the way. Decade Freedom, which I've already mentioned. And I'm also going to do Debt Free Dana. I hope she sees my videos. I watch her videos, so let's see if they respond. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget, you could subscribe by looking at my little saving piggy bank here. Also, I'm going to link up a couple more videos, I think over here, anywhere in this page, and link on those, and maybe I'll have a playlist for you as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Talk to you soon.